This is Bad Breaks coming to you live from my living room here to commentate on the Spruce matchup versus Hobie. This is about to be an exciting game. I'd like to introduce my co-host B Shank. We got Zarn, we got Smurfy.
I believe it's just you and me here, Breaks.
It's me and Smurfy. All right,
That's
everybody else
just
is
us,
out.
buddy.
Here we
All
go,
right, first
boys.
band's coming
All right,
in.
we got first bands coming in. No surprise to see the Vi band here. Vi's pretty strong right now.
Yep, some good bands against Hobie.
So
I got that.
there will be no protected pick in this match. Is that correct?
No protected pick for Spruce's team, I believe. I believe Hobie's team is Scion.
Yeah,
Is that correct, Aaron?
that's correct. Yes.
Heavy targets on the jungle bands here. I think no surprise here. We've got some playmakers in the jungle in this matchup.
Oh yeah,
I
couple.
don't see a Hecarim ban. They might first pick the Hecarim here.
You think so? I could see that. For Hobie's team, huh?
I can see the Hecarim. Kindred
If they don't pick
is
Hecarim here,
also
I think
strong.
Hobie just takes Hecarim. And
Yep.
Hecarim is a very strong champion, I think, right now in this current meta.
All right, and first pick is Nunu. That will be jungling by who is their jungler? I believe
It
is
could be
it
Bogey
Borgea?
Khan, I think. It could be their new sub.
Yeah.
Bogey
And we see the
Count.
Hecarim, and we see the Hecarim in the
It is
MF
the
actually
Hecarim.
for the big combo, the big old combo there. That's going to be interesting. They're going to need something else to dive with this Nunu in order to get through that back line.
Or I mean, you don't even need to really dive if you have a Lux.
Interesting
Just
mage
nuke 'em
pick
from a
here.
mile away.
Interesting mage pick. The Lux will not be able to stop the Hecarim, but it will provide some backline damage with the ultimate and some additional CC for the carry. So I would expect to see a ranged 80 carry here possibly coming out. Maybe the Okay, so they're gonna actually just blind pick the top lane here, which is interesting.
And
I would have probably
Yep, sorry, go ahead.
taken the 80 carry pick here, knowing that you need some ranged sustainable damage. I think the Tristana would have been good there as well as the Caitlyn.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe the reason they picked the Renekton there is because they knew Scion was coming for their protected pick. I believe
Okay.
that's all they've played.
And
top lane
that's
so
and
far.
that's sometimes the downfall of the protected pick is the team can really counterplay around that pick.
Yep.
And I do like the frontline sort of damage combo here with the Nunu Renekton sort of frontline, some additional range damage there from the Lux. But it's really going to be an all-in engage here from the Hecarim and the Scion, looking to provide enough CC in combination to really bring out the damage of the MF ult. I would possibly see an AoE damage mid laner here too, as I believe we would expect.
That Lux could also be a flex pick between mid or support. I'm not
Agreed.
yeah.
I think I anticipate it being support here, but
But I don't think Renekton is a good pick into Scion. Like Renekton, I think he only has he can if he doesn't bully him early on, then he doesn't have
yeah,
enough damage
it certainly
to kill
is not
Scion.
like an outlandish, like strong counter into Scion.
I mean,
but
he does have his E dash to get behind his knockup, right? So
Yeah, but I just don't think he's gonna have the damage to kill Scion.
I think the Morgana's a strong pick here as well to sort of mitigate some of the CC coming out and also provide like some alt CC, as the Nunu and Renekton are diving.
oh, and Zarn's right here. It looks like there is Lux mid with the Lulu support.
Yeah, that is true. Good call on that, Zarn.
It could be a Lulu mid also. I think I've been seeing that. Like Lulu can be. She's kind of annoying mid lane also. So it could still be a flex between both of those champions.
I guess we'll find out here in a couple minutes.
The Kaisa will be solid here, trying to avoid some of that dive with the speed boost and being able to pump out some of that damage into the tanks. I think Kaisa late game is one of the stronger tank melters.
And the Ari pickup here for Hobie's team.
Yeah, just a strong mage there, a strong utility mage. I do think that the team fight 5 versus 5 is going to be won here by Hobie's team. I think if they can get some strong side lane matchups here, I think the bot lane is going to be extremely important in this matchup. if the Kaisa is behind, I think we could see just a too big of a front line with the Scion and the Hecarim dive.
Yeah, I don't know. With
Really,
the Kaisa
really
ulti,
different team fights.
yeah, with the Kaisa ulti though, after Hecarim and Sion both do go in, she is able to reposition, and then I think Spruce's team actually have a really nice front to back.
Yeah, very nice front to back here as well. And I think the strong thing here is they do have some pick potential as well. Like they can really get a snare or a Nunu combo, and have some damage coming out, from range with the Kaisa W and the Lux ult. Like, that's a pretty strong, combination for them to make some plays of their own. So I think it really should be an interesting, game. I think both teams scale well. I think going into the mid game is going to be interesting to see kind of how it plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I'm
I
really
think
excited for the level 1. I believe Fatboy Beatdown loves his invades.
We know Smurfy. If you'd be in there, it'd be a hard engage. It'd be a first level 1 engage, trying to grab somebody, trying to
yeah, I think
circle
Team
around an
Hobie
unexpected
is the
area.
only other team that's been very aggressive on the level 1 invades.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to play against them once our match does come around.
I think we can expect to see a level 1 brawl there.
Has Hobie's team had a successful invade yet?
Successful, I'm pretty sure they have.
Have they?
Yeah, can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they have. So the current records for both teams, I think Hobie's team is currently 3-2 right now, and Spruce's team is 0-2.
Okay. But
Let's go back to those standings really quick. We've got some time here. Let's review the standings here. Team Baby Aggro's played quite a few games here, 3-4. That's our team led by the fearless captain Papa Cobble. We've got another 3-3 team, Life of Aori. A lot of really 3-3, 3-2, 3-4 teams. This is a tight battle here. We've got some strong ratios coming out. Obligated Marlins team is obviously 3-1. He's obviously carrying the team from the mid lane there. A great shot caller. And Avengar's team also 3-3. Avengar's team's had some really strong games. Just really look at this bracket all the way through to the bottom here, down to the 2 and 3. Bucket lives matter. This is a really interesting bracket. I mean, everybody's a game or two out of it. Spruce's team could easily win a game here and another game shortly there and just be right there in the mix.
Yep, it will be exciting to see how this match turns out. Yeah.
Anybody else got anything for the next 45? Do we cut to commercial?
No, I think the misfortune could be going lethality.
Lethality who?
Yeah, that would do a
The
lot of
misfortune,
backline
the
damage.
misfortune.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
yeah, but I think if she has Dark Harvest, then yeah, that'll be.
It's gonna be really tough. They're gonna have to. It's gonna be a game of who can melt the front line first. And I think, between the Kaisa, Lux, and Lulu, they're really gonna have to stay alive, from this dive coming out from Hobie's team, and be able to counter engage effectively or kite backwards, which I think is going to be the move because there's just so much CC coming out from the Ari Charm and the Morgana Q, Scions, tanky CC. So
Yeah, with a lot of the damage on the Lux and the Kaisa there.
I think in the 5v5, I still give Hobie's team the advantage, but I think, Spruce's team also had a really nice draft sort of in the second half, taking some picks to be able to mitigate some of that dive.
Oh, it looks like it's press the attack MF, so probably not going to see lethality on her. Let's see any other runes that are really standing out.
I like
Guardian
the
Morgana.
exhaust here. I like the exhaust here from Spruce.
Oh, yep.
I think that's effective on Ari. If she's diving and engaging, I think it's effective on Hecarim after he uses ult and he fails to retreat out.
Yeah, I like the Guardian choice on the Morgana here as well.
Let's go to the jungle specialist here, Zarn, and let's get an analysis here from Zarn. And Zarn, what are your thoughts on the jungle matchup here?
From what I haven't played much recently, but from what I've seen from the tier list, Nunu I think is in the top 3 right now. So I want to see how that goes. I think his ganks are very strong. He is super tanky. So I think it'll be pretty even. They just gotta make sure that Hobie doesn't get fed.
You know, and similarly, we've seen a lot of Amumu in the Legends League recently. I think that's probably one of the top 3 picks as well right now. You know, a little surprised. I don't think either of these teams have an Amumu player. We didn't see an Amumu ban, I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't think so. He has been hit with some nerfs, but I guess they just don't want to pick him up. Like he is still, I think, number one, the number
Yeah,
one jungler still,
both
even with
teams
the
have
nerfs.
very strong, very aggressive early game junglers. You know, a lot of utility. You know,
Yeah.
through the mid and late games.
Did
And
he get
we're
nerfed
finally
this
on the
patch?
rift.
What was that, Smurfy?
Did he get nerfed this patch, or is he getting nerfed next patch? The Mumu.
Mumu was it was a hot fix, so it was like
Oh,
a
was it?
small nerf. But
Oh,
I
okay.
think the teams might be looking for mobility. I think, and Mumu just doesn't offer that, even though if he's very
Right.
strong.
I'm pretty excited. As you see there, blue is actually pinging Bush just below their red buff, so they're looking to counter the invade here.
Oh,
I really
looks
like the
their
ghost.
So
top
we're
lane
gonna
is
see some action
AFK.
here shortly.
I really like the summoner selection here, the ghost on the Hecarim. I think the cooldown is much better than
They're down a
than the
man.
flash at this point.
They're down there, Renekton.
Yeah, it looks like Renekton is AFK. Nah, game starts at 0. Not at a minute 30 though. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Wonder why they didn't pause actually.
And here they come
We
with
don't see
the
the pause.
invade. We did expect this from Hobie's team coming on the
Yeah.
invade. They are spotted now. None of the
This charm missed
the,
knocking up by
the
the
Scion
time.
misses the CC as well. There's pretty
All the
not a
CCs
ton
I
of
see the
fire
Renekton
here.
moving. The Renekton just moved.
Yep.
The Renekton has connected. We haven't seen a pause yet, so he must be in game.
No, we don't see pauses in recordings. In spectator mode, you don't see it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he was just figuring out how to buy an item, but it looks like he's got it.
Zarn, it looks like we're going to see Nunu start on this blue buff and another blue buff here start from Hecarim. Any surprises there from the jungle matchup?
No, I guess he's looking for maybe an invade to his red side, or maybe looking for an early gank.
I think we're going to see some priority bot lane here in this game. I think it's critical that both AD carries get in an advantageous position here.
Right, if that Kaisa does fall behind, she's just gonna get popped by really everybody on that red team here.
We see, a pretty fast clear here by the Hecarim. I would expect with the Ghost and the lower cooldown on that, I'd expect to see an early game level 3 or level 4 play here. And I do think the bot side is going to be, the most opportunistic for this matchup. If we can get a summoner down from the Lux as well, the Lux is a pretty immobile champion, but also a champion who can farm effectively at range.
Yeah, it looks like Lux is getting pushed in though, so she shouldn't be worried about gank quite yet.
Yeah, no surprise there. I think that's a good move by the Ahri pushing the Lux under turret there.
Right.
Yeah, the Nunu is very far behind right now, I think, compared to the Hecarim, like in farm-wise. He's about to be on his last jungle camp, and Mumu's still on his red, and he didn't even do his jump.
Oh wow, yeah, he was quite a ways behind. But
Yeah, the
Nunu
Hecarim
does
clear.
have a possible gank here bot lane.
He could be looking. He's engaging here on the ball. Let's see if he goes and goes for the play here.
Yep, looks like there's a
good
gank
trade
coming
mid
bot
lane there.
and the Hecarim's heading top lane, so
We could force a flash. We do force two flashes here coming out in the bot lane. Can they finish the call? They decide not to follow up on the dive. I think that's the good move. They got both summoners and they claim some territory there. I would have liked to see the Hecarim, possibly look to see the counter gank bot lane there with the Ghost, and here he comes to make a play, but he doesn't have the scuttle.
Yeah, so it looks like that rotation from Nunu actually worked out. They got 2 flashes bot lane, he did get the scuttle, and yeah, he's not that far behind.
Yeah,
it looks like Hecarim also tried to gank, but it wasn't successful. Didn't get any summoners blown as well, but he is setting up your bot lane.
And here he comes on the bot lane. The Nunu, ooh, a nice play there, and we get the flash on the Lulu. They finished the Lulu. First blood onto the Morgana.
So So about when does the Renekton fall off here in this top lane matchup?
Probably about level 16.
Level
Level 16? I would say before that. Because I'm pretty sure the Sion's going to build like a Bramble or like an armor shoes.
Yeah, I don't expect to see this top lane be a focus in the early game. I think both are kind of bruisey. Both are kind of tough to sort of 2v1. I think this is going to be a pretty quiet matchup top lane here in the early game. You know, we've got summoners blown now from the Lulu, as well as both bot laners in MF and Morgana. You know,
Yeah,
the Hecarim
flash up, but they are down heal. Yeah, looking at the farm though in the jungle, it looks like that Nunu is a little bit behind.
Yeah, the Hecarim is taking over.
I'd like to see that Hecarim use Ghost on repeat here near the bot lane, bot and mid lanes, you know, trying to take advantage of those summoners being down there on the Lulu. She's very vulnerable to that gank. It'll be interesting to see if they can make that play, or if the Lulu can counter engage that with the ultimate, and you know, post level 6 they can begin to mitigate that dive.
Oh, he just one hit away. Oh no, he got it.
Yep, I think you may be lucky to see that here, Hecarim. I think.
And the Hecarim coming top lane here, more action than we expected here on the top side.
Oh,
and the turret damage from the team Hobie is going to be enough. They're going to take down the Renekton in the top side. That's going to feel good for them.
yeah, it looks like they're going to get this lane pushed into tower as well. Nunu's top lane, so they're not going to be able to grab Drake quite yet. But I think the Hecarim is possibly going to look to reset here, grab Drake, and maybe gank bot lane, because they do have mid pressure as well as bot. So they're sitting pretty to at least make an attempt for it if he rotates on.
Not much to clear here in the jungle for the Hecarim. He's pretty much cleared the entire side already. I think he's going to recall after this and probably head straight to Dragon.
Yeah, see, that's why he's in the mid lane. It looks like that Lux is falling a little bit behind.
Zarn, am I getting any audio from this game here?
Murphy, are you getting any audio? Just turn up the stream volume up.
The Renekton is out farming in the top side. The Hecarim is now leading by 10 farm. We've got about a 15 lead here in the mid lane, and the bot side is relatively even there with the MF on the assist.
Is the audio working for you guys?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't believe so either, but apologize here for some technical difficulties here in the Legends League.
I'm gonna restart the stream.
Right as a gank is coming in bot lane.
Oh, right as a gank is coming in the bot side. And is he overstaying for the ward? Here comes the Hecarim with the ultimate, and one shot coming out from the Hecarim. That's a lot of damage there. Lulu not obviously in range there for the ultimate, and just a lot of damage and a lot of speed there from that Hecarim in the early game.
Alright, I restarted the stream.
Volume. We do have volume. Appreciate. Let's throw some shout outs to Zarn on the technical side, getting the audio up and running. For those of you who missed us, we just had a very nice gank in the bot side. Now we've got Dragon priority here from the Hecarim. We do have possibly a contest here from the bot side.
Yeah, Hobie's team is great at vision. Through all their games, they have been able to rotate for these early Drakes as a team. As you can see, like their vision over the bot lane. Just 3 pink wards made that Drake really easy to secure. Just everybody's farming up here as well. Looks like mid lane, the Lux is down about 20 CS. Bot lane's about even. And the gank's coming in here mid lane.
We do force the ult out from Quintessence. The Ahri ult is down. There's not much to fight for though. They might be able to take advantage here on the Rift Herald side.
The Lux pops barrier.
We do have summoners back up in the bot lane. Both sides have their summoners. The Hecarim now counter engaging. He's feeling a lot of that gold lead. No mana here on the Lux here.
It'd be nice to see this Nunu.
The Hecarim really instilling the presence on this map here.
Gankling just after ganking, because whenever he's ganking, he's blowing all their escapes. He's blown some's bot lane, blown ulti mid lane,
Yeah.
but then just hasn't been able to pick up any kills, sadly.
Yeah, he's not really abusing that.
Right.
And I think that Hecarim, you know, bringing the Ghost, taking that extra cooldown, and bringing a lot of that move speed, you know, about every few minutes he can really get a solid gank off.
Yep, looks like he's about to dive the Nunu here. But the Nunu is slow. Will make an easy escape for him.
The Nunu is keeping up here a decent amount here, but falling behind here at about 19 CS. You know, 2-0 on the Hecarim. This shutdown would be big onto the Hecarim. Let's see if he can snowball that lead.
Yeah, it looks like this top lane, the Scion, it really has the control now. He's able to push lane in, took a trade from the Renekton, and it's still plenty healthy.
Yeah, he built Brambles, and it looks like I guess he got Bambi Cinder next. So he's pretty tanky.
Good.
I don't think Renekton.
Good build path from the Scion. I do think the CS lead is going to build a bit here on the Renekton. He's feeling really comfortable. I don't think he's really in danger of any, you know, major gank. The Renekton does have the plate as well. We've got a couple of plates taken here on the map here.
There's a play coming in here bot lane, the big Q. Oh,
and the flash from the Nunu is enough to save him from the dive. We've got a teleport. Oh, the teleport's interrupted by the Scion. The Renekton cannot get down into this team fight. It looks like they're electing not to chase into the Hecarim here. Kiting a bit here. We do have a... Oh, the Hecarim diving in once again. Can they get the shutdown on the Hecarim? He's exhausted. Not quite enough to get the damage down. The Nunu's ulting in the middle. We've got a flash out there from the Ahri. The Ahri did get out with the flash. Now Hobie's team kiting out now. Both teams with a lot of kiting options here, and good CS at range here from both teams. That was a good sustained fight there, and I do think Spruce's team made some nice kites there and some good plays to stay alive and to maintain their territory there. They've got some vision down still.
Yeah, if that TP had come through, that would have been. I think they would have gotten a few kills.
Yeah, I think that was a great fight for Spruce's team. They weren't able to get kills, but
the 20 CS lead now on the Renekton.
Yep, even with that lead, it looks like they've pulled to a 2.5k gold advantage here. But in that last team fight, the Hobie's team was able to blow flashes on the Nunu and the Lux. So
yeah, the Ahri flash is down, the MF flash is down as well. So, you know, can they capitalize on taking down some of these carries near some of these objectives? I'm looking at the dragon here spawning here shortly. Can they take advantage of the Ahri flash and the MF flash being down here? You know, it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. We've got a couple flashes down from Nunu and Lux as well.
Yeah, the barrier's gone now as well from Lux.
Lux having a difficult time sustaining in this lane, down now 30 CS. Neither has died there. No solo kills in the mid lane. Most of this lead is really on this Hecarim. They're really trying to play around this ultimate. We haven't seen much action. You know, really waiting for that Ghost coming off cooldown, waiting for that ultimate coming off cooldown. And then they'll certainly look to make a play here around this dragon.
Yep, it looks like right here, Hobie's team does have priority as well. Wards up and down the river.
I like the Nunu here, hovering bot lane, knowing that the dragon is the option here, knowing that they're going to make this play. Bot lane trying to get that priority. They may be able to collapse on this if they shove in the bot lane.
No, I think it's already too late.
I think it's a good move to just kind of give this one up. They've already lost one dragon.
Yeah, and Scion was there also. He had moved down.
You don't have the TP option on the Renekton. I think that was a safe play. The vision really has been strong from Gryffindor. Got a 19 CS from Gryffindor already. Or 19, 20, vision score.
Looking at the gold advantage here, it looks like Hobie is up about 1,400
And
gold.
the Hecarim one-shots the Lux through the mid lane here. They're going to definitely take some damage here onto the mid lane turret. They might look for first turret here.
Yep, and it also looks like the Ahri was up 1,500 gold as well over the Lux.
They do force the Lulu ult here. The Hecarim dives onto the Lulu. Still chasing onto the Lulu here is the Hecarim. Ahri ultimate is down, I think, for a bit longer.
Yeah, I don't think Spruce's team has the damage quite yet to be able to pop that new Hecarim.
They're really looking to scale this Kai'Sa and scale this Lux. The problem is the Lux is falling a bit behind in CS. The Kai'Sa is still strong here. I'd like to see an item spike here from the Kai'Sa. If they can keep the Kai'Sa alive and Spruce can keep Tilt Truth alive, this is going to be a dangerous combination here in the bot lane.
Yeah, it is a good first item pickup for that Kai'Sa with the Kraken Slayer, so hopefully he is able to break
Onto
through
the
that.
turret dive here. The Renekton forced to flash here on the aggressive turret dive. And we're also looking for the engage here from the Hecarim. The Morgana ult lands on both of them. Can she land the stun? Can't finish the kill. The Kai'Sa now looking to get a kill. Beautiful stopwatch there from Gryffindor. Nunu, the counter jungle engage there. They take down Gryffindor. Now onto the Hecarim. This is going to be big shutdown. Tilt Truth still alive. And he takes down Hobie. Big shutdown onto the Nunu. Trying to finish Thessaly as well. It looks like they're going to pick this up. This is huge, huge play from the side of Spruce here. Beautiful kiting. I'm going to call out Spruce there. Doing everything he can to keep Tilt Truth alive and pumping out some damage there. Beautiful counter gank by Boogie Khan.
Not only Spruce on that Lulu, but the Nunu was able to come in as they were already diving in, so...
Land the 3-man ultimate there on the Nunu. I'd love to see a replay there when Zarn really steps up his game. We'll have replay action as well. Forcing the ult out of Quintessence here as well. They may be able to contest this next Rift Herald here if they choose to. They have quite a bit down on the side of Hobie.
Yeah, sure, we can reverse it back to that fight. Let's see.
Lulu doing everything that he can to kite this out, and then the excellent stopwatch there, but the beautiful timing on the Nunu ult, and the excellent Lux damage lands onto 2 of the 3 Hobie teammates, and the big shutdown going on to the Nunu. That's going to be helpful on the front line there.
Yeah,
and they hand this one over to Demontis. Well done there, getting that kill onto Demontis. They know they need the Lux to be strong here going into the mid game. That gold's gonna feel good getting it onto the mid laner. And we'll take it back to live play. Zarn?
We can speed it up a little bit.
Yeah, you can go back to live, right?
Yeah, but we'll miss a lot of the action.
Oh, okay.
Because we haven't seen it yet. So we'll
Got
just
it.
leave it here.
Yeah, we're good. You can slow down. Gryffindor still battling on that vision score. Looking at the vision score here, 30 in comparison to 16 there on the Lulu. Definitely a vision score victory here in the early game from the side of Hobie. But we did see a lot of shutdown gold, a lot of money go over to the side of Spruce.
So Nunu picked up Imperial Mandate. Huh.
Hecarim still invading, still being aggressive. They're looking to collapse on the Hecarim here. Will they have enough damage, or will he ult over? And he will. He'll burn the ultimate. That's big there going into, the next 3 minutes, the next 2 minutes here, looking to try and take advantage of the cooldowns of the Hecarim ultimate. Probably at about 1 minute to 2 minutes there.
Looking at the CS in the 3 lanes, the one to really point out would be the Ahri Lux matchup, down just about 60 CS here.
Yeah, very, very big CS lead there for the Ahri. Looking at the 2-item spike here in the next few minutes, I'm sure. And, we do have the kill on the Lux, which does help. I don't think she's too far behind, but we're going to look to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, it looks like that 60 CS is almost equivalent to like 2,000 gold. And the Lux has a kill also.
Yeah, I think most of this lead is on this Ari and on this Hecarim. You know, they still have the gold lead here at about 3,000 or 4,000. Just so much movement speed and so much pick potential here coming out from Hobie. You know, if anybody can take some of that damage, it is the Renekton, and he's not able to escape. They do get him on the MF ultimate. The Nunu once again on the counter gank, going for the ultimate.
Yeah, I think this is a great counter engage here. They have a lot of damage coming in, but the Ari charm comes in.
Ooh, the Lulu ult definitely saved. The Spruce ult definitely saved still Till Truth. You know, that's going to be a 1-for-1.
And the Drake will
Is that a 1-for-1? That was a correction. That wasn't a 1-for-1. It was not a 1-for-1.
Lux looking for the steal. Ooh, that was close.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, with that third Drake putting them on soul point.
We're starting to see this Kaisa come online a little bit. And with the help of that Lulu, with the help of that Lux, I think there's a lot of protection there. You know, I think the question is, can they contest some of these objectives without, you know, dying to some of these pick attempts by... And they do stop the recall here from Boogie Khan. They're going to pick up a kill onto here. The Morgana. It is enough to take down the Morgana. Griffin Dart flashing out as well. Losing the flash there. The Morgana flash is down.
This is a big play for Spruce's team. They're going to be able to secure bot tower as well.
Boogie Khan really doing his best to really counter the jungle play here. You know, from Hobie. Hobie has been very aggressive early game and trying to, you know, to try really build this lead.
Ooh, that was a good flash, but I...
Flash by Demontis. No turret. The barrier is out. Can Hobie finish the kill? And he does get it. I'd be curious to know how much gold really is going over to Hobie on that kill.
Yeah, looking at it, it looks like Hobie's up about 2,000 gold over Nunu as well in the mid lane. The Ari is up to about 2,200 as well.
You know, getting these kills on Till Truth is very key to the success here. I think that is a path to victory. Spruce with the aggressive flash over the wall. Not sure that was necessary there onto the Ari, who was easily able to escape here.
Renekton looking to trade in a 2v1 situation.
You know, Lord Yaya is feeling very comfortable here. He's healing a lot. He was able to take a lot of that team fight damage there, and the team was able to turn it around. We are seeing Hobie's team focus a lot around this top side here, you know, in this last couple of minutes. They do go for the kill. The ultimate is down onto Lord Yaya.
Oh, he did. They do finish him. I guess he wanted to save it. He could have flashed out of that.
Saves the flash. Ultimately goes down to the Thessaly ultimate there on the Misfortune.
Even if he had flashed away there, the Morgana was too close for him, where he still would have been in the R range, so he would have been stunned as well. Looks like some resets coming in here. Drake's up in about 3 minutes. Vision control is still up for Hobie's team in the bot lane. No vision up around Baron though, so still early for that though.
You know, this gold lead is really, really heavily weighted onto Hobie right now. Can he continue to snowball this game and help take objectives for his team?
Right now it's looking like he can. I don't think anyone would be able to handle really that Hecarim or
you know, we've definitely got to see a team defense here, sort of being prepared for that Hecarim. He'd be so dangerous here, trying to catch people out one at a time.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about his itemization, dead stance, because I think Renekton is he's the main. I guess
the Ari flash is down here.
Like Kaisa does a mix.
Here comes the Hecarim onto the Lux. The ult does land, and it's an easy kill for Team Hobie.
Oh, and a charm onto the Nunu here.
The Lux, the Lulu ult looks like it might save Boogie Khan. He bleeds out. He's not able to stay alive there. and they take him down as well. You know, the question was, can Hobie continue to spawn, you know, to really build on this lead for his team? And it looks like he's delivering, you know, for Team Hobie.
Yeah, I was curious what they were going
Looks
to
like
do
they
there.
may be rotating onto Baron here, unless they're looking solely for the Renekton here. This is an aggressive rotation if they're just looking for the kill. This could be a Baron rotation. It is a Baron rotation here. They're not concerned about the Renekton. The Renekton is recalling. He thinks they're coming for him. Meanwhile, he stops his recall, and we do have a contest here from Kaisa and the Lulu, possibly. But it looks like they're going to get them pulled off a Baron here. They will not finish the play. Very, very good call there from the Kaisa and the Lulu to step forward into vision. The Renekton stops his recall, and they're able to stop them from the Baron.
Yeah, Dragon is coming up, and this is going to be Cloud Soul for Team Hobie if they can get this.
That is not a Drake that you
I
want.
do want to call out the communication and team movement here from Team Hobie. They are really on the same page, pulling off of Baron at the same time. You know, now fighting front to back here. Renekton falls early. The MF ult is down. It's a 1 kill on the side of Team Hobie so far. And another kill onto Boogie Khan. The Hecarim still had ult down and was able to get that re-engage onto the jungler. Can the charm come out from Quintessence? Just not quite enough. Still engaging here. Fatboy is on to Demontis, pushing in this mid lane. You know, very, very, you know, good fight there from Team Hobie.
Yeah, I'm curious if they'll be able to secure both Drake and Baron off of that play right there. It looks like death timers are still short though, so
They might look to reset before going for the Baron.
You know, really since that early play there we had in the bot side here, we really haven't seen much of a capitalization on that from the side of Spruce. They're going to be looking for another team fight here to go their way in an effort to stop this snowball again.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to win a team fight right now. Their front line on Hobie's team is very tanky. It doesn't look like they're able to pop that Scion in time. As he's able to dive onto that backline and get a lot of damage and create a lot of havoc for that Hecarim when he does come in there. It looks like they're just back to farming though, giving the blue buff over the Ahri, and Hecarim resetting here. As the Morgana is looking to get some vision here deep, so they can make a play for this Baron and possibly close out the game. Looks like the gold advantage is skewed heavily towards Hobie's team.
Yeah, we've got a 9,000 gold lead here, heavily on the Hecarim. We do have the bot lane coming online here. Looks like we've got all 5 members here from both teams coming into the mid and top side river here. Could we have an engage here? Hobie looking for that backline ultimate. They do catch the Renekton out, and he goes down right away. They had the burst damage for it. Lux ultimate down as well. Will they turn to Baron or will they push for an inhibitor? They do turn to Baron here, farming out the jungle, continuing to build the gold lead. And we're on to Baron here. No, they're looking for the kill bush now. Nunu looking for the counter engage.
Sees him clearing the ward there, and looks like they're just going to dive here. The black shield onto the Hecarim.
The Hecarim just so much gap close. 2v1ing there, or 1v2ing there. Still chasing onto the Kaisa. Is it too much? They've now got the Scion. He's in trouble. He's under the turret. Flash out from Kaisa.
I think this might be a good turn.
Can they turn it?
With the team. No, the stopwatch, I believe,
Not enough. The Nunu gets knocked up, and they finish off the Nunu as well. Hobie is now dominating. He's on a killing spree as well here on Quintessence. Renekton is now spawned in the base and chasing as well. Now into a 1-on-4 situation. Will they turn to Baron yet?
No, I believe they're just going to go ahead and reset.
Looks like they're going to reset here. Spruce's team is going to be looking to push these waves out and try and get some vision contests here around their blue side jungle. Hobie again giving the blue buff over the Ahri.
The 11K gold advantage here for Hobie's team. But the game is getting a little later, so if Spruce's team is able to sneak out a victory,
Zarn and
they
picks
might be
and
able to-
bans, you were really expecting the Hecarim during picks and bans. Were you surprised with all the jungle bans not to see the Hecarim ban?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. Was that were you asking me, Bebrix?
Yeah, I said, we saw a lot of jungle bans in picks and bans. Is this Hecarim a known pick for Hobie?
Yeah.
And were you surprised not to see the Hecarim ban during the picks and bans?
Yeah, I thought it was a surprise. I thought like Spruce's team, because they had first pick, I thought they were gonna take it because I think after people they've seen Hobie on the Hecarim, they've been either banning it or it has been banned actually ever since he's played I think 1 or 2 games. So yeah, I was definitely surprised by that.
He clearly feels comfortable on this champion. I think that's we got a lot of spectators from the league here. This Hecarim is dangerous here, folks.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if maybe they didn't scout or they didn't see the old games that Hobie played.
Back to the Rift here. We are on the Baron here. Meanwhile, Spruce's team is going for the pick onto the Scion, who ults out. Looks like this is going to be a free Baron on the side of Hobie. We're going to see some recalls here. Looks like the Ahri may be able to finish the death cap pretty soon. I think that's going to be dangerous here. The Ahri's going to be pumping out a lot of damage with 235 farm at 4-0 and 8. And let's not underestimate this Morgana's damage as well. I think, she's been, putting out a lot of CC and a lot of damage as well, protecting that MF.
Ooh, and the big pick onto the Lux here.
The big 1v1 kill there from the Hecarim.
What do you think Hobie's team is looking to do to close out this game? Do you think they're looking to just 5v5 team fight, run it down mid, or do you think they're going to split, just push in the lanes, get all the inhibs, and then close it out nice and slow?
I think that's a good question here because that's the move they should be pulling right now is I think, after sealing that Baron, they should be pushing all 3 lanes. They've got, a lot of gold. They've got a big lead here. This Hecarim can't be touched. I think they need to be pushing these lanes here. And it looks like, the Renekton was able to get, lane priority bot side. They did lose the Lux, but, the Hecarim wasn't really able to push into, any turrets there.
Yeah, the level difference is very scary. He's level 17 and Kai'Sa's, she's 13 now, Lulu 11, Lux is 13, Nunu's level
major
12.
level lead here. Can they turtle this lead long enough to collect some gold on the side of Spruce?
It looks like Elder's about to be up in a few seconds here.
Nunu ult coming out, annihilated there by the MF ult. Hecarim continues the chase. Looks like they're going to rotate to the Dragon Soul. Is this? Yeah, this is
that's
the
the
Soul
Elder
here.
Dragon.
No, this would be the Elder here, and
this is the Elder. Yes.
Nunu goes down here, making it a really easy Elder for them to pick up. But with them securing this Elder, the Baron buff will be ending here shortly as well. I believe they have about a minute and a half left on that.
The Scion has had immense pressure here throughout the game as well. So tanky, they can't really contest. They can't burn him down. 0-0 and 7 on the Scion, 0-5 and 0 there on the Renekton. So, it was a really very even matchup going into the mid game. Both were playing extremely well. Both had very similar farm, and then we've seen a stronger team fight coming out on the side of Hobie. Scion providing a little bit more utility. And it's tough for that Renekton to get onto that back line with the Ahri charm, with the the Morgana. And meanwhile, I've got up to just a ton of damage in the early CC. So it'll be interesting to see, can they defend this Baron? Baron will be running out just in a few seconds, I believe. Trying to push in the last few waves here.
Yeah, I believe with this next wave here, they're just looking to dive and close out the game here.
Yeah, they're looking to end here. They're trying to take advantage. Renekton is in the side lane, so it'll be interesting if they can defend here. Can he trade anything? I think there's too much damage. The charm lands onto the Nunu, and the one-shot coming out.
There's one, there's two. With the Elder.
With the MF ult coming out. And it looks like Tilt Truth is going to get shut down as well. Elder proc lands. Griffin Dart landing a good ult there. Looks like they're going to finish out the Nexus here. Lord Yaya flashing back in. He's still pretty tanky. He's still pumping out some damage, but the Quintessence damage is too much, and Ahri is putting out a lot of damage there. Hobie's team taking down the Nexus. Unbelievable performance from them. I'll let you guys close it out with some final remarks.
I thought it was a great game.
Yeah, I think it was just a complete stomp. Let's see what they can do in game 2. But
Game 2 coming up.
thank you.
And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Share, like, and subscribe.